Welcome back to Auto Reviews, the place where speed meets storytelling and innovation meets pure automotive obsession. If you're new here, buckle up, because today we're diving into something wild, something imaginative, and something that feels like it escaped from the future. We're talking about the 2026 Koenigsegg Jesko Attack Turbo sedan, a car that blends the soul of a hypercar with the practicality of a four-door performance machine. Now, Koenigsegg hasn't officially released a sedan like this, but imagine for a moment what it would look like if they did. That's what today's video is all about. So let's set the stage. Koenigsegg has always been known for breaking boundaries. Whether it's setting world records, reinventing transmissions, or pushing the limits of what a combustion engine can do, the Swedish masterminds don't chase trends, they rewrite them. Now imagine them stepping into the ultra-luxury performance sedan space. Not to compete, but to dominate. And so enters our fictional 2026 Koenigsegg Jesko Attack Turbo sedan. From the outside, this thing keeps the Jesko DNA alive and well. Long, sculpted carbon fiber bodywork, aggressive aerodynamic channels, and a presence that feels like it should be wearing a warning label. But now, stretch that silhouette just enough to fit 2 additional doors without sacrificing any of the Jesko's signature sharpness. At first glance, you'd almost think it's a hypercar that grew up and decided to become slightly more civilized, while still capable of scaring the paint off anything parked next to it. Now let's get into what everyone wants to hear: performance. This machine would be powered by a 5.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8, a development of the Jesko's roaring heart. But for the 2026 Attack Turbo sedan, imagine Koenigsegg dialing things up even further. With advanced turbo-electric assist and a hybrid kinetic booster system, this thing could push out somewhere around 1,700 horsepower on standard fuel and up to 1,900 horsepower on E85. That's right, power numbers usually reserved for track monsters, now housed in a 4-door sedan. Torque. Expect about 1,500 Nm available almost immediately thanks to electric spool tech and Koenigsegg's ever-clever engineering. And all of this would run through their revolutionary light-speed transmission, a gearbox that doesn't just shift gears, it teleports between them. Paired with an active all-wheel drive system and active rear steering, the Jesko Attack Turbo sedan would probably feel like it bends the laws of physics every time the driver even thinks about touching the accelerator. As for acceleration, picture this: 0 to 60 in around 1.8 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. Not 2 seconds. Under 2 seconds, in a sedan. And the top speed. If Koenigsegg stayed true to their no-limits philosophy, this sedan could have a projected top speed north of 290 miles per hour, making it the most outrageous family car in the history of the automobile. But Koenigsegg isn't just about raw speed. They're obsessed with engineering elegance. Step inside the fictional 2026 Attack Turbo sedan and you'd likely find minimalist Scandinavian design fused with alien-level technology. Butterfly opening rear doors. Why not? Holographic display clusters. Definitely. A cockpit-inspired dash that wraps around the driver while still giving passengers a luxurious, breathable space. Absolutely. Every surface would be carbon, leather, Alcantara, and lightweight alloys. The infotainment system would feature a multi-zone hologram interface, voice-commanded and driver-focused. And knowing Koenigsegg's passion for innovative solutions, the sedan might even include active noise shaping, where microphones and speakers work together to tailor the engine sound. Experience. Want quiet luxury? It can cancel out most of the cabin noise. Want to hear the V8 scream like a fighter jet? It can amplify that too. Now let's talk practicality. Yes, I know, it sounds hilarious calling a 1,900 horsepower monster practical, but in Koenigsegg world, even the impossible becomes a checklist item. The trunk would be surprisingly usable, maybe even big enough for weekend road trips. Rear passenger space. More than you'd expect. And with adaptive suspension modes, you could drive this beast from a racetrack straight into city traffic without feeling like you've brought a wild animal into a quiet neighborhood. Finally, the question everyone always asks: how much would this cost if it actually existed? Well, considering the standard Jesko already sits in the multi-million-dollar range, the 2026 Jesko Attack Turbo sedan would probably start around $3.5 million and climb depending on customization, special aero packages, or bespoke interior requests. And knowing Koenigsegg buyers, nearly every example would be a one-of-a-kind creation. So there you have it. A glimpse into what could be the most extreme hyper sedan ever imagined. The 2026 Koenigsegg Jesko Attack Turbo sedan might not exist, but if Koenigsegg ever decided to enter the four-door performance world, you can bet the real thing would be just as outrageous, just as innovative, and just as jaw-dropping as what we've imagined here today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a what-if hypercar scenario, make sure to stick around Auto Reviews for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next ride.